What is hatching, Toga Peeps? OldManTup coming at you today with the Week 3 team builder for the Atlanta Hawluchas and YoFizz, Fizzy Stardust, aka the boy toy that all the girls go crazy for. And he's called toy because he's short. That's not a pun in any means. He's breed a dog. In case you didn't know. In case you never saw his, entire face. The man is hairy like a dog. But anyways, let's take a look at his team going into this week. He's got Exadrill, the Turncoat, Backstabber, Exadrill, Tyranitar, who made me sad face that he picked it up because I really wanted it this season, Heliolisk, Crobat, Celebi, Volcarona, Cloyster, Politoed, Kabutops, Altaria, normal form, not mega, and Regigigas. Now, one of the first things you notice about Fizz's team is he doesn't have a mega Pokemon. And it's just like, that's actually a common theme in this. Drafting a mega was not required, so he doesn't have one. But he has Excadrill and Tyranitar, and it's really all you need. Am I right? Of course I am. But anyways, let's look at the team that we have prepared for this, what is probably going to be an onslaught, as in we destroy his face. We got Landmine, bringing Landmine back for the third week in a row. There was a reason he was drafted. Oh, well, crap, what did we draft him? Second? Yeah, we drafted him second. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, that's what, I can say something moved on that screen. Let's go down to our draft. Second, yep, we drafted him second. Then Gyarados is gone, who was our third draft, so sad face. Right. Fizz is 2-0 going into this week. We're 1-1. And stop looking over there. We're looking at the team over here, where all the beautiful, beautiful Toga Peeps are. I am very sleep deprived, so if I go crazy, I'm sorry. Landmine leftovers, Iron Barbs, Stealth Rocks knockoff, Gyro Ball, and Thunder Wave. This is more of an annoyance Pokemon. This is to come in and just wall the crap out of Excadrill. Tyranitar, if it's a physical attacker, gonna eat up those Crobat Brave Birds or U-turns and hurt it in the process even more. This thing stands up very well against Cloyster and Kabutops. So this thing answers a lot of his physical threats. I mean, it even answers some of his special threats, like Celebi, who, if it isn't carrying HP Fire, gets pooed on by this thing. Pooed in the face. But yeah, it's just really good against his team. I mean, granted, a lot of his team gets the fire coverage, like Tyranitar. Those of you who didn't see Tyranitar when we had Mega T-Tar, those Fire Blasts for days. Altaria, always going to carry a fire move when it's coming against us, knowing that. Politoed may even be rocking the HP Fire. He's got Volcarona. So, yeah. There we go. That's what we got. Stealth Rocks. Rocks are pretty decent against his team. It just prevents free switches. He has Volcarona, which he has been destroying people's lives with. He's been getting lots of kills with Tyranitar. Yeah. So, yeah. That's that. Let's move on to Street Shark. Oh, we lost the mouse. The Garchomp and Jolly Scarf Chomp just annihilates his team. Really. He doesn't have a fairy type, and his only steel type is Excadrill. So once Excadrill's somewhere right around 33% health, unless it's super bulky, smacked in the face with an Outrage. So I mean, once we get Excadrill worn down, we pretty much outrage the remainder of his team, which is just bizarre. I mean, yeah. But I mean, between that and Earthquake, just machine guns through his team. Gatling gun style. Dead. Outrage, Earthquake, Crunch. Because Outrage isn't a one-shot. on Celebi, and I think depending on how bulky it is, might not be a 2-shot. I don't remember the calc. It doesn't 2-shot something, and I forget what. I want to say, I think a bulky Cloyster can take 2. Crap. He has Regigigas, which is ridiculously fat, even though it's slow, because of slow start. But yeah, you can see we're rocking the Sand Veil this week, which is allowed in the PPL. So yeah, we brought that Sand Veil. I don't know how much is going to come in. I'm sure he's going to have Tyranitar, but he might have... Tyranitar has 2 weird abilities. I think a Nerve is one to prevent berry eating, which actually would be beneficial against Chomp, because it would stop me if I was carrying the Achi Berry, because Tyranitar just has insane coverage. I so lost my train of thought where I was going with that. But there is a huge speed gap in his team. I mean, Sandrush Excadrill, if he brings that, is super quick. Nothing on my team, even Scarfed, can outpace it. I don't think. I don't remember my calcs, crap. Ugh. But I think we're fast enough with the Scarf to outspeed max speed Jolly Crobat. I think that's the fastest thing on his team. It's either that or... yeah, that's the fastest thing on his team. Don't be dumb. I don't think he's going to be running max speed Scarf Celebi, so I don't think we have to worry about that. I think that's his next fastest thing. Yeah. And we can't outspeed Scarf Heliolisk to begin with, so we don't have to worry about that. Have I been saying Helioptile this whole time? I don't remember. Tiredness. But yeah, that's the reason. Brick Break, just because it nearly one-shots Tyranitar if we get it on the switch in, and it hits a lot of his team for really decent damage without locking ourselves into Outrage. So yeah. Like I said, just enough speed to outspeed what I said already. Yeah. Bring in Sableye, and we didn't name Sableye. This is Steven Universe. And the jewels, gems, crystals, whatever the heck the things in Steven Universe are called. But anyways, Mega Sableye. This thing is just insane. Now I know it's regular Sableye, but I have to send it to my Jenner's regular Sableye or people cry. Crocodile tears. So yeah, Sableye Knight, Prankster ability, so we get that early Will-O-Wisp off turn 1 if we need to. Calm Mind, Dark Pulse, Recover. Let's look at his team. Doesn't have a fighting type. Not much is going to resist the Dark Pulse. And he doesn't have a lot that is going to come and set up in my face that's going to make me not set up in his face. So we get the right opportunity, we start setting up Calm Minds, we could potentially win the match with this thing, even though it is the bulky set. Now what you thinking, Tup, you aren't running max defense on the Calm Mind set. What is wrong with you? Well, let's look at his his physical threats. All of them get burned. All of them. So I'm not really worried about that. So we burn it, we set up, we win. So, bueno. Reason we have max special defense is so that we can come in after what's its bucket? The bug thing. Volcarona comes in, can set up a Quiver Dance, and we can, in turn, provided our Prankster hasn't been changed at that point, come in, get up a Calm Mind, which is going to make us even with him, ultimately, and be Mega Special Defense already, and just take hits from it for days. Unless he's running, you know, HP Fairy, because that's a thing, right? So we don't really have to worry about much from that. That's my main initial grandest answer to set up freaking bug dude. Because that's all he's been doing is just destroying people's lives. Will-O-Wisp, like I said, I don't want to turn 1 just straight up Mega Evolve and Will-O-Wisp whatever, because I want to be able to save the Prankster ability, because almost everything on his team outspeeds me that I'm going to want to burn anyways. So we don't want to lose the chance to burn something for free. Okay. So probably not going to be leading with this thing, I guess is what I'm saying. But who knows. Next we're going to bring Athena. Now I know what you're thinking. Top. He's brought Volcarona both weeks and killed lots of things. He's brought Tyranitar both weeks and killed lots of things. Why would you want to bring Cresselia against this thing? Because I have other answers to Tyranitar. Oh, Top, Tyranitar has wonderful coverage. Yeah, it does, but my stuff still poos on Tyranitar's face. So, I'm not worried about it. The bug thing, like I said, we have other answers to the bug thing, mainly Mega Sableye. So, and I think he's probably going to think the same thing I just thought. Tup, I've got Bug Dude. I've got T-Tar. Why would you bring Cresselia? And I think he's going to plan that way and maybe not bring the coverage he needs to for it. I could be wrong and he could destroy my face. But this is what we're going with. This is mainly just annoying stall dude. I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm going to, I'm thinking about removing either Ice Beam or Energy Ball for Calm Mind. Because if he doesn't bring the appropriate coverage and I set up in his face, I win. But, I mean, that really kills my coverage for his team. If I get rid of Ice Beam, I can't touch Celebi. If I get rid of Energy Ball, I can't touch Tyranitar, no matter how much I set up in its face. So, what do I think? Because I think Celebi's going to come for sure. I think Tyranitar is going to come for sure. So I need to be able to hit both of those. Maybe not as important for Tyranitar because he tries chasing me out. That's no bueno. But he's also going to try and pursuit trap me. So I want to have a way to hit Tyranitar in the event he tries to pursuit trap me. So I'd rather stay and lay a hit than lose half my hit points for nothing. So yeah, there's that. Fully physically defensive, because I take hits from Excadrill for days, even if he decides to bring Mold Breaker for days, unless he's a Swords Dance set. Then only half days. But we'll deal with that. If he's a Swords Dance set, Mega Sableye is going to come in and take care of it. Or Street Shark's going to come in and take care of it. One of the two. Or Nay will come in and take care of it. Yeah. So that's the reason for that set. Moonlight, I know he's got a Sand team. But 25% of Cresselia's health is what the majority of his team can do in damage. So, it matters. Plus recovery is fun. Now we're going to bring out Nay. And Nay is pretty much hit everything except for the thing. The stuff in the thing, the guy. Politoed hits. He has the Drizzle Politoed. If I'm not mistaken, he also has the access to Water Absorb if he so chooses. I don't see him bringing Drizzle and Sand this week, because if he does that, then Keldeo literally takes a steamy Cleveland dump on his chest. Fizz is a Browns fan, he will understand the Cleveland Steamer reference. But yeah, if he doesn't bring Water Absorb Politoed, I win. I mean, nothing stands up to it in that event. I thought about just going Substitute Calm Mind this week, but a lot of things outspeed me, namely the Crobat. Shoot. Heliolisk might? I don't remember. It's right around that speed tier. but that's something we have to be careful for. And if he switches in, he's almost guaranteed to be scarfed, because why would he just let it go down to a super effective secret sword? But yeah, stuff and things. So that's Keldeo. Sub. It's going to help me scout some sets, especially if he brings in Politoed. I might be able to get up a free sub on a Toxic if he predicts a switch. It's going to help me scout for things like, Psychic moves. I think Politoed gets Psychic. And that's not something I really want to switch around on too terribly carelessly. As was shown in my GBA season, Scarf Politoed in the rain has a really good habit of beating the crap out of my face. So, gonna watch out for that. Now, the win con. Jolly Roger, the Raticate. Now what you think of Tup? Raticate sucks. For one, screw you, it does not. It's the only point I need to make, because it's a truth one. But Swords Dance, Facade, U-Turn, Sucker Punch. What you thinking? Tup. Swords Dance and U-Turn. Are you mental? A little bit. Just a little bit. I might switch out Swords Dance for Protect at the last minute. I don't know. I kind of want to bluff the Hustle Banded U-Turn if I can in the match, because I outspeed all of his walls. All of them. Unless they set up. If Celebi doesn't have speed investment, I outspeed it. Even if it has minimal speed investment, I outspeed it. So, we outspeed Excadrill, provided it's not Scarfed or Sandstream. Sand Rush. Woof. Something I do want to watch out for is Scarf T-Tar. If I'm not mistaken, Fizz brought that against me this season in the GBA, and it also wrecked my face. So, yeah, things we need to look out for. But once I get my Guts boost, combination of Facade and Sucker Punch pretty much wrecks his team outside of Excadrill. But, well, actually, Sucker Punch wrecks Excadrill too, so, yeah. Fun stuff. But that's the team. Things I'm really worried about. I'm not as worried about the Sand offense. I've ran it 2 seasons in a row in the GBA, so I'm fairly familiar with its capabilities. And I know that Cresselia poos in its face. So I'm not worried about that in the slightest. Tyranitar, until I figure out what set he's running, Tyranitar is always that wild card that you have to worry about in the back of your mind. Heliolisk, pretty dangerous. Street Shark is going to straight up destroy it if it's choiced in any way, and if it's not, I outspeed it and kill it. So yeah, he only has 2. Is that right? He only has Crobat and not Mega, the Altaria. He also has Celebi to resist, but only has the 2. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weaknesses to it, so yeah. Earthquakes for days. But aside from that, I mean, if he brings Rain Toad, that could be an issue because I'm not really prepped for it. But Rain Toad is going to get destroyed by Nay, which is going to let me just walk all over the rest of his team. And I'm really hoping Jolly Roger is something he hasn't prepped for. But anyways, guys, this has been our team builder for the Atlanta Hawluchas in Week 3 of the PPL Division 2 Season 3. Alright guys, this is OldManTup. Let me know what you think about the team and what we might need to worry about that I may have overlooked. Catch you on the flip side. Peace.